Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going over the long-awaited Arkham Asylum showcase. We're here in the outskirts of Gotham on this highway, this road, and it winds down, and the first thing that we'll see is the road sign that says Arkham Asylum is this way, and the hitchhikers may be escaping patients. Now this is right from the game, and I just had to include it because I don't think it would be the same without it. And plus, you need the directions to know where Arkham Asylum is. So this highway isn't entirely done, but that's really not important for this whole thing. So yeah, that'll be done soon, one day. But this old decrepit bridge is supposed to be just some story building, because the Arkham Island, what do you call it? It's really old, right? The house and all that, the Arkham family. So, they weren't back in like the early 1900s, late 1800s. They weren't using this big old industrial bridge to get to Gotham. So there used to be this like stone bridge that went from the island to the city, but rising sea levels and all that, like how it is in you know different media, how Gotham becomes flooded because the old sections of the city were getting flooded by the rising oceans and all that. So this is what that's supposed to be. So like back in the day, I guess it would be a lot higher, but it's basically almost submerged now. But here we're at this gate, and I guess you'd need clearance to go, to Arkham Asylum. So here's the bridge. This is actually the bridge from Arkham Knight, at least. I'm pretty sure it's the same for all the games, I'm not sure, but this is from Arkham Knight when you look at it from the distance. But here's this truck with the Arkham logo, which is pretty nice how I got that on the banner. But this is a truck, nothing specific, I just wanted to put something on the bridge. But yeah, so the island, like the terraining isn't all done, but we just really wanted to get this video out as soon as possible, so everything on the island is done besides the terraining. So, but here's the entrance. It's this big gate with two watchtowers. It says Arkham Asylum. It's curved. Then we have the guards or whatever. They're pillagers because why not? So here's the road. It merges in with the old gravel path or whatever it would be, and the road just becomes smaller. It narrows down, and then this whole island is engulfed in this forest, and I really wanted it to be this foresty vibe instead of, because in the game, and also, so okay, ours is basically, we're trying to retain the whole aspect that this is the Arkham's, like the Arkham mansion, or the Arkham like estate, I guess, where it's supposed to be a big house. But like in the game, it's a bunch of separate buildings, and I know it's for the sake of like being a map for a game, but we didn't really feel like we should make the asylum that big or that separate. We wanted it to be all connected, which which we managed to get. So yeah, and it's shrouded in this forest, and as I was saying, in the game it's really open. Most of the area is open, and I'd prefer to have it kind of all claustrophobic and tight. So here's the entrance. I'm gonna go through the whole outside first. So it tells you that intensive treatment is that way. We'll go through here in a sec. Here's this little parking lot. It's not like a really big constructed one. It's just like some land that was cleared to park cars for Gordon and whoever else is gonna be there. So here's the road. Here's intensive treatment, and even though I didn't want to have that big old factory looking building that it is from the game, I needed to have the the intensive treatment style area, because the inmates have to get checked in and all that and go through all the processing. So that still had to exist, but the way we're doing it is that it's this it's a part of the house that was completely changed for that. Here we have the Asylum Batmobile, because, nice little reference. I like it. It's pretty nice and compact. But yeah, this road goes farther back through this really tight road to, here's the back door, I guess. And here is the Arkham Medical, which we will go over eventually. But so now we'll start from the front, since that's most of the island for you. Sneak peek at the skyline there, but yeah. So this we'll go over these tubes and everything. So here's the main entrance. This is the central Arkham mansion, I guess, if you're gonna like translate it with the game. So here's the sign: Elizabeth Arkham Asylum, Institute for the Criminally Insane. And we have these little towers, and there's no way to get to them, but it's just for fun. But there's a skull in here and some candles, just to show the aging on the building and the history. So here we are inside. These, you're gonna see these like gate things, and they're just supposed to be the electrical fence stuff from the game. Here's just some sensors. And yeah, here's the main Arkham mansion. It's pretty empty, but I didn't really think that needed to be cluttered or anything like that. We have gargoyles up here, so Batman can swing around if needed. And we have 2 main cell blocks, and it says low security, because these are where like normal patients would be, not like the supervillains. So these would just be normal inmates who just are checked in, but they're not crazy, like crazy. It's the same on both sides. It's just 2 floors of cells. He got out, huh? So yeah, same on this side. All identical cells. They're supposed to be like padded, I guess, with the end stone bricks, and then the windows are all barred off. Electric gate right here too. And before we go to either of those, I want to go through the residential part. So here's a sign that says Amadeus Arkham. Here's a Riddler trophy. That's from the game, just for fun. Here's a big A, like a Arkham sigil. I think this is supposed to be like a globe or something. Not too specific. Little table. And then here's the doors. There's actually an opening at the top, so I guess you could say that Batman would be able to swing on through these arches. But here's the library. This one is sort of like the game, but it's not exactly like the game. I like how it was this rounded area with these like stained glass centers, but it is not exactly how it is in the game, and I changed it up to how I felt it would look nice. So this is like this central tower, and I'll show it again from the outside. I think I showed a little bit earlier, but there's these 3 levels. And I'm sure you just heard that, but there's these 3 levels, and then this staircase. And this staircase would lead to Amadeus Arkham's study. But, he's dead, and this is the asylum now. So this is warden, Warden Quincy Sharp. Yeah, it's an actual warden, but yeah, this is Quincy Sharp's office. He has a table. A lot of stuff are like covered up because it's old. And then here's a bust of some sort. Here's his vault. Not vault. His safe. And then this would be Arkham's telescope that he would use. This isn't really based off anything. It's just for fun. We have some candles and cobwebs up here, and a skull. Lots of stories that could be told. Yeah, all the wooden supports too. So that's this central tower. There's walkways out here too. Intensive treatment has a 2nd floor walkway too, but here's this little overpass that you can look over. And yeah, this is the back entrance, exit. I don't know, but so you get to the back. Yeah, I'm gonna do intensive treatment from the main entrance of that, like how it would be. So this is also sort of emulated like from the game. So Arkham Asylum, intensive treatment, maximum security. And so here's the reception, and there would be a lady here, someone to help you. And then, another one. These are the smaller ones, and these are the bigger ones. The smaller ones don't have the blue because, you wouldn't be able to walk through it. But here's the security check, like the X-ray scans. Sorry about that, but where they would see if you have weapons and all that kind of stuff, and where you take all the inmates through. And then here's the main elevator shaft, which it's empty, so you could easily just fly through it. Yeah, so here's the security room, just control panels, computers, all that. Nothing too specific. But yeah, if you were an inmate, so before going to the elevator, you'd go here and then you would shower and all that. And you get new clothes and everything from this person. Here's some wheelchairs for the people that would need it. Yeah, so here's the tunnel that would go to the Arkham Mansion. So this is how you would transport the inmates. You just take them through these tunnels, so you don't have to actually go through the house. And so if it was a low security inmate, you would have them go through intensive treatment and then just take them out here, and then boom, they'd be out here and go to one of these cell blocks. So back through this tunnel. Alright, so here's the elevator shaft. There's a lot of other doorways, but this is a locker room for the security guards. But it's mostly empty because I'm not sure what else to put. But all the other floors are pretty good. We'll start down here first. So if you could guess what this is an elevator that leads to the crypt, and it's kind of ominous and eerie. Just one light, and then the very lowly lit crypt where Killer Croc resides, and it's really nasty. It's got skeletons and bones and blood. Yeah, I know Killer Croc looks a little goofy, but it's not that deep. It's it's for fun. We got candles, moss, and then this leads to the outside. But yeah, this is Killer Croc's little lair where they keep them. I didn't want to build the whole sewer system because that just did not seem fun. And I don't know, it doesn't really make too much sense to me that the Arkham Island would have a huge sewer system, but so this would be the lunatic floor. That's why they have kind of jail cells rather than padded cells. But it's just a bunch of mobs I put in here. It's the same all the way through. It's a big boy, but yeah, just the same repeated cells. But here's where it gets interesting. So this is the Metahuman floor, where all the Metahuman type inmates would be. So the first one is Poison Ivy in her Arkham red glass cell. The computer, some control stuff. This is empty. I'm not sure who else to put, but I'll show you the rest before you suggest anything. But yeah, there's 2 empty rooms, and this is one of them because I'm not sure what other metahumans to put. We have Man-Bat. This is the Arkham Knight cell. He's Kirk Langstrom for now, but he's still crazy because he killed his wife and stuff, and he can't get over it and all that. So here's Mr. Freeze. He has a computer in his cell because they're letting him work on research because he's not crazy, but in most media he's in Arkham. So, but yeah, he has a computer, a bunch of tubes hooked up to his cell to keep it cold. Here is Clayface, and he's in a big just a box, so he can't get out. This one is Basil Carlo, not Matt Hagen, but yeah, some little operating boxes and stuff. not too specific. Here's Bane, and this is really a lot like the Arkham one. So he's just a skinny dude right now, but he's got all the tubes hooked up to him. And this is Venom. This is like his normal Venom that he needs to stay alive because he's like super dependent on it now. And that's hooked up to him on this side. This is some more, I guess. But this is the Titan canisters that Dr. Young would be experimenting on him with. Another computer screen and other stuff. So that's the Metahuman section, and now we have the non-Metahuman rogues. So this floor is basically like based off the animated series, and I know it wouldn't be too conventional to have all of these supervillains together, where they have big glass openings to look at each other, but I really liked how it was in Arkham animated series, and I really wanted to emulate that. So here we have the main hall with Joker. So Joker is in his own cell with a red line, don't cross the red line. And he's got a bunch of smiley faces painted on his walls. And yeah, so all the villains are going to have their, or most of them are going to have their normal attire, even if it wouldn't make sense that they would, but I just wanted to give them their actual costumes because that'd be a lot more interesting than having them all wear orange. So here's Scarecrow. He's a villager, so he's sleeping right now. He's got the little hat on, and he's got the skulls. And here's Mad Hatter, baby zombie. He's got his hat on an armor stand. And yeah, here's Riddler, green villager with all the question marks on the walls. There's his hat in the corner. This is Two-Face, so I wanted to find a way to get it to work where we could like try and split his face, but I wasn't sure how to do that entirely, but I had an idea where if we have him standing like facing one side, then we could see one of his sides, and that way it would look like his other side is hidden. So this would be his normal side, and half of his cell is kind of messed up too, and he's got a Vote for Harvey Dent poster in the back. Let me get this last one out before we can go over there. This is Victor Zsasz. He's in his own isolated cell. He's not allowed to be making contact with other inmates because he's that dangerous, but he has his own little cell. Yeah, and he's shirtless like he's in the game. Alright, we have Killer Moth. He's in his normal suit, which was pretty fun to make, and I'm happy how it turned out. It worked pretty well. Harley Quinn, all the diamonds and stuff. Her suit's hung up there too, and she's in her Arkham attire. That's supposed to be like her blonde hair. You can see the bat signal. That's cool. But her blonde hair. Then we have Condiment King, and he spilled some condiments, I guess. But yeah, he's got his normal suit on, and that's his relish helmet. And then we have the ventriloquist, and yeah, it wouldn't make sense to have Scarface sitting there to torment him, but just for the sake of showing who it is, there's Arnold Wesker, and he's just turned away like, no, don't talk to me and all that. Here we have a Firefly, and that's his suit, right? That's his yellow helmet suit, and that would be Garfield Lynns in his like tank top. But then my friend was like, let's put a Blaze, because I'm pretty sure in our old world we had him as a Blaze, so that's just there for reference. Here's Great White Shark, Warren White, with his pale head, and then that's his jar that he's holding from Arkham Asylum, where it's like his lips that are like severed. That was one of the riddles. Then we have Calendar Man, all the calendar pages on his wall. He's a generic looking person. Professor Pig, we put a Dollatron in the corner, just for reference again. And then Hush, and these would be like other face masks, which once again would not make sense, but it's there. And this is like his his black trench coat, and then his bandaged face. So yeah, that's it for intensive treatment. All the Batman rogues here. We're gonna go to medical now. So here's the sensor. Here's this elevator that leads to all the floors. That one actually does work. So here's the main entrance. We have this Arkham truck. You could put a inmate there on the gurney that I have set up out here. There's the sign, and then here's the "Thank you, Bruce Wayne, main benefactor." That's also from Asylum. And then all throughout these hallways are going to be these plants and benches. So this is the only room. There's only one room on each floor because I didn't want to make it too big and have to do a bunch of other extra stuff that I wouldn't be able to fill in. So here's the cafeteria. You know, pretty simple: refrigerator, stoves, and then glass, some tables. Whoops. Oh yeah, and then this tunnel works the exact same as the intensive treatment one. Here's the second floor, and here we have the operation theater, which is authorized personnel only. So this is where the surgeon would be. This is the bed. Then there's a bunch of machines like EKG and stuff, tools. It's all bloody too, just like as if surgery just happened. And then here's the operating theater viewing room, which you saw from that side. And then right here, this is the last floor. You have to go all the way around, but it is the evaluation room where it's just a bunch of beds, check up on the sick patients. And this is supposed to be like a cart where the nurse could wheel stuff around. But yep, that's it for medical. Not too crazy, but it works. And here we are back at the ground floor. Now there's one more thing that I didn't really show, and that's this entrance to Killer Croc's crypt. Oh, the sign messed up, but it would say Arkham crypt, and it's pretty dark. And then there's just this really dim candle, and then this is open to Croc. But you know, Croc wouldn't be able to escape anyways. So yeah, I think that's it actually. Yeah, this took a while to build. And yeah, just sneak peek at the skyline, which it looks really cool from here. It looks really cool. A little farther and you can see the bat signal too. But yeah, that's it for Arkham Asylum. Actually, one last thing that I forgot to show. You can actually go up to the tower through here. I'm not sure if there's much, but yeah, there really isn't much. There's just another dead guy. But, you know, that's a thing. More storytelling, world building, and then the wooden supports. But, yep, that's it for this one. I hope we lived up to your expectations. We worked pretty hard on this. Yeah, we just wanted to get this video out soon as possible, so that's why a few of the things are unfinished, but we'll probably post them done in like a future update video along with other things. But yep, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.